Hello! You're here watching Sharky Explores the Deep, and today we're going to be talking about Nautiluses, these goofy looking cephalopods. They are easily one of my favorite aquatic animals. I don't know why, but I found them very cute. Also, when I first saw them, I was absolutely mesmerized. I don't know why, I just know that they bring me peace. Okay, I got off topic. Now, going into the information stuff. Nautiluses are from the phylum Mollusca, the order Nautiluses, and they are from the family Nautilidae. Side note, me personally, I find it a bit uninteresting, and I'm saying all the same word a lot of times for its taxonomy. Okay, now coming back. Nautiluses are found in the tropical Indo-Pacific Ocean, primarily in the Western Pacific and coastal Indian Ocean. They live in deep reefs and slopes. Nautilus typically live at depths ranging from 50 to 600 meters, 160 to 1,970 feet, spending most of their time on deep coral reef slopes, migrating upwards at night to shallower waters to feed. Nautilus typically live in water temperatures ranging between 50 Fahrenheit and 70 Fahrenheit, 10 Celsius and 21 Celsius, generally avoiding water above 25 Celsius, 77 Fahrenheit, as they inhabit deep ocean environments where the temperature is relatively stable and cool. Fossils of nautiluses indicate that they have been alive for about 500 million years. Nautiluses are related to squids, cuttlefish, and octopus. So in theory, if there is only cephalopods party, nautiluses can go. That makes me happy. But one thing that makes me sad is knowing that nautiluses are endangered because of those pesky fishers going after them because of their shell. Leave my babies alone, dude! The Vanuatu nautiluses are recognized by having the most amount of color on their bodies of all chambered nautilus. Of all nautiluses, only the belly button nautilus has the same degree of color on their shell like the Vanuatu one. The belly button nautilus comes to near surface depths. All deeper water nautiluses have less color. They have a shell with chambers inside them, which they keep their organs like hearts, gonads, nerves, brain, and etc. Also, did you know that nautiluses have gills? They keep them hidden inside their shell and on the side of their head, behind their mantle. Also, nautiluses have a hood on their head, as you can see in this photo. It's called the mantle, which I just mentioned. They have pinhole eyes, which have bad eyesight normally, but they evolved it so they can switch from directional to spatial vision. This adaptation allows them to migrate vertically to avoid predators and conserve energy. A nautilus can only sense dark and light with its simple pinhole eyes, but a nautilus can perceive water depth and current directions, as well as current speeds. To help it keep its body upright. A highly developed sense of smell helps a nautilus search for food and find mates. It has more than 90 tentacles, which is the most of any cephalopod. The nautiluses use their more than 9 tentacles to feel and grope along the reefs for food. Unlike those of other cephalopods, the nautilus's tentacles have grooves and ridges instead of suckers. These grooves and ridges are coated with a sticky secretion that helps the nautilus grip food and pass it to its mouth. A nautilus uses its sharp beak-like mouth to break food apart, and its radula, a band of tissue lined with tiny teeth, to further shred its food. That tentacle of the nautilus doesn't have the suckers, but the sticky secretion helps it maybe stick a little better. So to basically explain it better, imagine your hands. When they get sweaty, they get slippery. But with nautiluses, instead of getting sticky, their quote-unquote hands, it gets sticky. So basically, it helps them to grope, feel, grab dead things which they eat, and also grab alive things and pass it to the radula. So, to further explain the mantle of the nautilus, which I will be showing once again here in case you forgot. It can sometimes be called the hood. The hood of the Nautilus like a trap door to seal itself inside its shell for protection. Like if a predator tries to eat it, like a shark for example, it can basically just shut itself inside of their shell. So when the predator tries to eat it, he will just get a bite of the shell. Nautiluses are nocturnal animals, which means that at night they go to hunt or to do stuff. So at night, nautiluses migrate up to shallower depths of about 200 feet or 70 meters to feed and lay their eggs. While most of the cephalopods are fairly short-lived, a nautilus can live for more than 20 years, reaching maturity in 12 to 15 years. The female lays relatively few eggs, between 10 and 18 per year. Her eggs take about 12 months to hatch. A nautilus swims using jet propulsion by expelling water from its mantle cavity through a siphon located near its head. By adjusting the direction of the siphon, a nautilus can swim forward, backwards, or sideways. So explain basically what a siphon is if you don't know. It's basically a cavity or a hole in the side of their head that can get water in and then spill it out, which basically creates a type of vacuum while it's pulling inwards. When it's expelling, it makes basically a jet coming out of the siphon, which propels them forward. Also, here I'm gonna tell you some fun facts that I found while searching on the internet. Nautilus's eggs are similar in size, shape, and appearance to a bulb of garlic. A newly hatched nautilus wears a shell divided into 7 or 8 small chambers. As a nautilus grows, it gains more living space by building new chambers connected to the old ones. Adult shells have 30 chambers. Nautilus is the only cephalopod with an external shell. Much like zebras, nautiluses can only be identified based on their striped shell patterns. Their stripes are fixed, but they stretch out as they grow. In young animals, the shells are striped all over. To control its buoyancy, which is floating, a nautilus pumps fluids in and out of its shell chambers, which are connected by a tube called a siphuncle. Nautilus can grow up to 6 to 10 inches, 15 to 25.4 cm. But the smallest, the belly button nautilus, grows only up to 16 centimeters. Now, so you guys can actually say, oh, I seen an actual nautilus. So swimming and etc. I'm going to show you guys a video of a nautilus. Credits to Monterey Bay Aquarium for the video. Last but not least, I have to end the video with a little rant here. But these are not nautiluses! Though they can be very cute. Back to the point. They're actually octopuses that along their life make their shell with a secretion they create, and only the females make shells. Nautiluses are born with this shell, and both sexes have it. The nautilus shell is stiff and hard. Their shell is fragile and made of calcium, which is the same chemical in milk, bones, and cheese. They have to hold the shell, but the nautilus is bound to the shell. They have 3 hearts. Nautilus have 1. They have 2 gills. Nautilus have 4. They have a pelagic lifestyle, which basically lives in the ocean column, in the open ocean. And nautiluses have a benthic lifestyle, basically lives on the ocean floor. They eat free-swimming mollusks and shrimp. Nautilus eat hermit crabs and dead animals. Thank you so much for watching my very first video. I'm very happy to be here. And I just want to thank you all for watching this video. It was really hard to make, and I hope that someday I can be as famous as the Octopus Lady. And she's a big inspiration of mine. So go check her channel out if you want to. And I'm just very happy to be here. So this is just your average Sharky exploring the ocean. Peace out.